I am terrified of sharks. Terrified. I have a hard time swimming in lakes, even in Saskatchewan. I have a hard time just being in water that is deeper than my feet can touch. I don't enjoy it. I don't love it. And there's just something in my brain that it's more the unknown. A couple of years ago, we were in South Africa and had the opportunity to go shark cage diving with great white sharks, the largest of all sharks, the apex predator of the sea. And I decided to do it. I was like, I want to do this. I want to face my fear. And so we signed up, got in the boat, go to the water. I got in the cage, and sure enough, here comes swimming this great white shark. Literally, I could reach out and touch it. It was so close. And I realized in facing that fear that a lot of my fears were based on the realities that I didn't know, that I was actually more scared of the unknown. And fear facing is about recognizing that there are things in our life that we just don't know. We don't know enough about. We haven't gained the knowledge yet. And most of the things in our life that create fear, that create stress, create anxiety, is because we are living in the unknown. We worry about things that will actually never come about. We have anxious thoughts towards things that will never come to fruition. The reality is most of the stress and worry and doubt and fear that exists in our lives is over things that will actually never be. But because they're unknown, we dwell on them. And what it means to be fear-facing is it means to stare directly at the things that bring about those fears, that bring about those stresses, that bring about those worries, to stare them in the face, recognize that there are some unknowns ahead of you, but still pressing forward, not being scared, not being timid because there is something in front of you that you don't know enough about yet. It's about taking small steps. It's about recognizing I might not know what the future holds. I might not know what's around this corner. I might not know what shark is right in front of me. But fear facing is about understanding that just because something terrifies us, just because something causes us to kind of hold back or have those stresses or anxieties, does not mean it is something that we shouldn't press forward into. It's about addressing the unknowns. Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going to happen if I press forward with this. I don't know what exactly is going to happen when I move into this season of my life. And there might be some anxiety and worry attached to that. But it's about facing our fears. You recognize it, you see it, you stare it in the eyes, and then you choose to say, I'm not going to let this hold me back. I'm not going to let my worries hold me back. I'm not going to let my doubts, my fears hold me back. I'm going to address those fears in my life, and I'm going to move forward. And the more you do that in life, the more you call out those worries and those doubts and those fears that try to hold you back, the more you call them out, the more and more you become fearless. You start to recognize that there are things in this life that you don't have to worry about. There are things in this life that you can press forward in, even in the unknown. The future truly belongs to the fear-facing.